what do I say? I'm anxious now. Oh, okay. We got this. Hi. I've tried to film this so many times. Ah. Okay. You've seen the title. You've seen the thumbnail. It is not clickbait. Welcome to the craziest story you're ever gonna hear in your life, told by me, Amanda. Hi, nice to meet you. I hate that. For pretext, I'm telling this story because I'm tired of telling this story. I tell it to like all the people that I meet because I'm so proud of my spy skills and my efforts. And so I'm tired of telling the story to friends. So now I'm just gonna be like, why don't you just go to my YouTube and check it out? And Ariana Grande is like, she's been blowing up. But right now, Thank You Next come out, and can we just wait, bitch? Thought I'd end up with Sean, but it wasn't a match. I'm married, and for Pete I'm so thankful. I need patience, and one taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing to love. I need to open a window. Hold up, bitch. Oh my god, the window's already open. I'm dying. In case you couldn't tell, it's a bop. So she's doing really well. And because of that, I just wanted to bask in the memories of being in the fandom. Like, if you've been here since like 2013, as long as I have, even before, like Cat Valentine days, like 2010, like, shout out to you. This one's for you. My experience is something I don't think anyone else has. So that's why I'm hyped to share it. It's different, it's new, it's fun, let's do it. I have my soda. I'm ready if you are. So let's start from the beginning. It starts in 2013. So Ariana, she had just released The Way in like March, I think, of 2013. And she had finished her first studio album, Yours Truly, and it was set to be released September of 2013. But before she was gonna release her first studio album, she just decided to go on this like mini tour, I guess you could call it. And it was called The Listening Session. She only went to 11 like cities or areas and had 11 tour dates. They were from like the beginning of August to the end of September after the album was released. And it was basically literally to just listen to the album before you got it. So you could be like, woo, I'm at a concert. Wow, I love this song. What is it called, guys? I'm gonna buy that one. I'm gonna buy it. I love this album. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, builds up hype.
Best friend.
I had never been to a concert before. Ever. I was 13 years old. No, I was 12. I was gonna turn 13 in like 2 weeks. My birthday was coming up. So I told my mom, I'm like, listen, I'm in love with Ariana Grande. Can I please go to her concert? She's coming to New York City. Please, I love you, please. So we got the tickets, general admission. It was at the Best Buy Theater. I remember that much, was it? Yes, it was. I'm so smart. Okay, not Madison Square Garden, not the Best Buy Theater, bitch. And it started maybe around like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We were there since like 3, maybe. But like, we're here for it, you know? Like, I would do anything for Ariana Grande, almost. But like, if waiting in the heat meant that I could literally watch her perform and see her in person and breathe her air, yes. So I was wearing a navy blue dress with white polka dots and a white collar and white Keds, like white flat shoes. These are Keds. You've been educated. My hair in a half up, half down because that was Ariana Grande Iconic, in case you forgot. 7 o'clock rolls around, and we start to go into the venue. I remember, like, the venue had, like, these escalators to go down, and then you go through maybe, like, a hallway or something, and it opens up to where the stage is and where everyone stands. It was genuinely like this, like, auditorium type thing, like, without chairs, I guess. So I'm looking around, and I'm looking at everyone, and I'm like, in looking around and observing the literal chaos that was going on in front of me, I see, like, a tiny raven-haired woman wearing all black, with, like, a few other people. That raven-haired woman was her mother. Now, here's where it gets sad. In 2009, Blackberries were really popular. Like, bitch, if you had a Blackberry, you were the confirmed shit. You were the top of the top. You were that bitch. And I was that bitch. When I was like 9 years old, I had a Blackberry. I was like one of my few friends. That sounded sad. I was one of my, how do I phrase this properly? I was one of few kids my age to have a phone. Oh my god, I sounded so lonely. I had that Blackberry still in 2013, and I continued to have it until 2016. But that day, I had my Blackberry and my iPod 3rd generation. So just imagine me running up to Joan Grande, the holy grail of pop music mothers, with my Blackberry in hand and my iPod Touch. Neither of which took good quality photos. But we were still gonna try. I go up to her.
Oh my god, Joan, can I take a photo with you?
Yeah, of course. The sweetest. And so I take my Blackberry out. And we didn't have a front camera in these days. I had to turn my phone and take the photo with the back camera up because I didn't have a front camera. So I met Joan Grande, but like it was a really cool experience. I don't know. We go downstairs, go into the venue. We're here, we watch the concert. It's great, it's dope. I'm like recording some music on my Blackberry, recording some music on my iPod Touch. I'm like, I'm gonna play this back every single day. Once it ended, I went into detective mode. I watch as she goes off stage right, and everyone else, literally everyone else in her team goes stage right. I'm like, this is the direction that I need to go in. So everyone's exiting. They're going to the back lobby that I mentioned in that right hallway. But in that right hallway, Brian and Scott, if you don't know who they are, they're Ariana Grande's backup dancers, choreographers for literally years. They were in that hallway and then going out to where we were all standing, like the audience area, and they were so casual about it. Like they literally were just like, hey, whatever. They were taking photos with like a ton of people, and I got a photo with, I think, Scott. And I pray to God, I hope I could find that. If I can't, I'm gonna cry. And then I see the industrial doors. And I know that that doesn't lead to the outside. Like, I knew that they had to come from that direction. They definitely didn't come from the lobby, because if they exited off stage, right, and then they came out into the hallway, they had to have gone into that back area. That was a back area. That wasn't the outdoors, all right? My spidey senses, my mind, everything tingling. Of course there are security guards, and there's this one tall guy. He's like all butch and macho, like security guards are, and I was so ballsy. I just start walking. Like, I literally just start walking towards the doors. Like, if I knock, like, they're gonna, like, oh, Amanda, of course, come inside. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. But, you know, you never know until you try. I'm walking up to the doors, and he's like,
whoa, you can't go back there.
I'm like, He's like, and I'm like, you got it. Walk back to my mom. I'm like, let's just give it a few minutes. Maybe she'll come out. Like, her dancers came out. She shouldn't, because that's like a safety hazard. But like, 12-year-old me was hopeful. I don't have VIP. I didn't pay for VIP. The people that had VIP, they had like green wristbands or something really obvious. And while I'm just standing, waiting around for God to just reveal herself, a group of girls, led by this one guy, starts walking towards the industrial doors. And I look on their tiny little wrists, and guess what they don't have? VIP wristbands. I'm like, I'm one of them. The security guard, I literally at this point, I don't really remember where he went, but he wasn't around to notice that I had went in with them. We start walking towards the industrial doors, and then they open, and they let the group back there. We walked back there, and all I remember was like this it's like this room type area. It had like blue lights, and then to the right was a smaller room with orange couches and purple walls, a table with food and like macaroons on it, and like little snacks. And then on the other wall was vanities and like little tables with like tons of makeup on them, and a little guy cleaning up makeup, and then the couches, and that was literally it. Everyone's just walking into the room like they've been here before. So I'm trying to act as normal as possible, but when I see that little tiny man cleaning up makeup, I knew. I sensed Joan, and I also sensed her makeup artist. He was a guy named Michael. He was just this tiny little like white-haired guy, and he had like the cutest little glasses, and he was so sweet. And I go up and I'm like,
oh my god, Michael, like, it's so nice to meet you.
I made like small conversation with him, and he was so chill about it, and he was so kind and so sweet, and I was like, oh my god, I feel so accepted. I try not to like overdo it because I'm supposed to act normal. So I go and I sit down on one of the orange couches. I'm just like trying to literally keep my composure while simultaneously shitting my pants. I know at this point that I'm in Ariana Grande's dressing room. The macaroons, the makeup, there was like Too Faced blush on the table in like the heart shape. I think it's Too Faced. I don't know makeup like that. I knew she wore that makeup. I knew she loved macaroons. I knew that was her makeup artist. Like, I knew where we were, all right? Also, there was a table, a small little table with a vase with sunflowers in it, with a note to Ariana from Nathan Sykes. Nathan Sykes, the Nathan Sykes, the Nathan that dated Ariana that wasn't in Thank You Next. Yeah, I forgot. The note said something really cute, like something about wishing her luck. I don't really know. I don't have photographic memory. In trying to keep myself calm, some man walks up, not to me, but to like my general vicinity. He's calling everyone. He's like, all right, guys, when she walks in the room, we're going to present her with the award, and then blah, blah, blah. He goes off on like a fucking tangent. I don't remember. We have this plan, and I'm like, all right, and like, she's gonna come in here, she's gonna get an award. Like, hopefully I can just stay in here long enough. Hopefully I don't attract anyone's attention. Like, hopefully I don't ruin it for myself. So we're sitting here in this room. I'm parched. Hold on, this is where it gets good. Suddenly people start clapping and cameras start flashing, and there are maybe like 20 to 30 people in that room, and my tiny self manages to stand on my tiptoes and see her at the door. I was breathing the same air as Ariana Grande. I was smelling the perfume, the food, the makeup, her oxygen, like, oh my god, I'm excited. Like, I'm here. Like, she's here. Like, it's happening. Like, what the... She starts just making her way around the room, and I'm watching her interact, but I'm trying to not literally watch her because I knew that she would notice that I was looking at her and I needed to play casual. Mind you, the teens that I've entered this room with continue to just not care. You're amazed? I was too. You're gonna find out why in a second. She walks with her little like high heels. She walks with her little high heels around the room, slowly makes her way over to me. I see her and she's walking towards me and I'm literally at a loss for words. I'm literally like, and she walks up to me, and I think because she knew pretty much everyone in that room, that she thought she was supposed to know me. So she didn't want to say anything like, hi, how are you? Because like, it's like seeing someone that you know you've met before, but you don't remember their name. So you don't want to feel bad and ask for their name. Because if she was like, oh, like, hi, what's your name? And then I'm like, I've met you before. You know what I mean? So like anyone in that room, it's like, you look bad. The words that come out of my mouth are, oh my God, I love you. I'm so starstruck. And I just hug her. And she kind of like giggles or whatever, like laughs. And I hug her and I'm like, oh my God, I'm literally hugging her. And so we move away from the hug and I'm like,
can I take a photo with you?
And she's like, yeah. I remember like she said very few words. Guys, I left my iPod Touch because I knew I wasn't going to lift my BlackBerry in front of her. I have the front camera of my iPod Touch. And we decided to take a photo where the vanities that I was mentioning before with like the makeup lights and the mirrors, whatever, it was behind us. So we were backlit. You could still see our faces and features. Like it's not that dark in the room, obviously. But like it didn't look good and it looked grainy and it upset me. And so I'm literally standing there with the iPod Touch with her next to me, like holding on to me or something. And I'm like waiting for something about the photo or like our view to change. So I'm literally like, but I'm waiting here, not taking the photo, not clicking it or anything. So I'm standing here and I'm like, and then I take the photo. And I was like, thank you. And then she's like, and I was like, where am I?
Best friend.
I had to sit down. I sit down on this couch and I have my BlackBerry and I start texting my mom. Mother, I just met her. Oh my God, I'm panicking. I'm freaking out. She goes, and this I will never forget. She goes, oh my God, I wish I was there. Then the guy that had made the announcement before comes up again and he calls her over. And then I guess he makes a little speech. I really don't remember the speech, obviously. And then he goes,
but we wanted to award you with
this or whatever. It was covered, I think, this time. They show her the award. And the single that was off the album had gone just platinum. Like over 1 million copies sold. I mean, 1 million's a lot, but like still, like for her now, hello? They show her the award and she's like, and she like starts taking photos with the plaque and they start taking photos of her and they've been taking photos this entire time. So like, but then I go back to my phone and I see that text from my mother. I wish I was there or whatever it was. Really don't remember. All I remember was I was like, oh, my mom should be here. I had the balls that night to take a photo with her, sneak into her dressing room, meet her mother, meet her makeup artist, meet her background dancers. Like, what's gonna stop me now? You know what I mean? Like, I have done everything. I have reached peak level of ballsy. The point is, I was very confident, okay? My mother tells me she wishes she was there. You know what, mother? You're coming. And this is where mistakes were made. So I walk back to that area with the blue room, then walk over to the doors, open them. There's security guards inside and outside. The ones inside.
What are you doing?
I'm like, no. Don't worry. I'm just getting my mother. Mom! I see her down the hallway and I call her and like, I'm gonna bring my mom in the room. You know? Now, the security guard that was inside was like,
No, you can't do that. What are you doing?
and I'm like, get off me, sir, it's fine. And my mom starts walking towards me, and then the security guard that saw me before looks at me and goes,
"How did you get in there?"
Pulls me out of the room. And I wasn't like escorted out or kicked out or anything. I was just removed from the room. But the story doesn't end here. We go to one of the back tables. We grab a shirt of merch because this night is a night to remember, guys. I proceed to go home, have some Chinese food. I won't forget that either. Chicken and broccoli. It was bussin'. I looked at my photos. I had a sticker from the night that I think they gave everyone that made a purchase. I went to sleep literally the happiest that night, just thinking about everything. Wake up the next morning. I'm on my third generation iPod, scrolling through Instagram. Then I get a mention from one of my friends. She goes, "Isn't that you?" And I'm like, "What?" She tags me in a photo that Ariana posted. She posts this photo of her getting the award from that night before, of her getting the plaque. And I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm not in this photo. Like, what? Guys, you look in the reflection of the plaque and you will see little old me with my dress and my collar and my glasses holding my BlackBerry, and I'm there in the reflection, lo and behold, staring up and taking photos of her getting her award. And that was the only evidence from like another source that wasn't myself that I had been there. The man that she was talking to and that presented her with the award just so happened, I think, to be Charlie Walk or Monty, oh my god, what was his name? Monty Lipman. It was either Charlie Walk or Monty Lipman. I really don't know who it is though, to be honest. So the group of girls that I ended up like pretending to be a part of were her producer's daughters and friends. Yeah, man, like, it was a time. And I know it wasn't recent, but here's what I'm gonna say. One, I still met her, so but two, this is a different time. So in hearing my story, maybe you're like,
"Wow, that's so dope. I can sneak into her dressing room."
Just know you can't. It is a different time and she has a different following. I do not advise that anyone do what I did that night. Because if you were to do it now, you would definitely get kicked out and probably a restraining order, and it would suck because I know everyone's a fan and you just want to meet her, and sometimes VIP can be a lot of money. It was a lot of money for me. Like, I definitely didn't have the money to spend on VIP. That's why I bought general tickets and then snuck in. So I get it. So yeah, never give up, but also never sneak into her dressing room. If you guys enjoyed my story, feel free to subscribe. I probably have plenty other stories that I would love to share. I actually really do. My life is kind of crazy. And I have plenty of other things that I want to put out and show people. It's been real. I don't know how to end this. I know they say I move on too fast, but this one's gonna end.